Okay, wait on the notification to come through. I got the reminder. Uh-oh, YouTube just got it. Ow. Hey y'all, we are Rosharon Frenchie, this home of the K-pop baby, and today I'm here with my lovely husband, paid to deliver. Give your greetings, buddy.
Morning, good morning. How y'all doing this morning? I know it's a beautiful Saturday morning, and we're here at the Rosharon Frenchie Breeders. And today, my wife is gonna be talking. Do y'all think we'll have puppies today?
Okay, so I thought they were gonna come yesterday, but she wasn't showing signs. Her temperature was just up and down. So we have her on a 6-hour temp check schedule now. And I want to check her temperature with you guys. I want to prep the DNA kits for the puppies because this time we're doing dew claws. And we have some other stuff to do, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but that's going on. It might be a long live depending on the boys, but we have a lot of stuff to do. Built by grace, built by grace, built by grace. Built by grace. We need an intro for you. Good morning. How are you doing? How is it in the country? How y'all doing? Wait, I was putting out our greetings. So I was doing, hey y'all, all right, so and prepping. So y'all, I am Ms. Dreeks, American entrepreneur, and today we will be checking Dream's temperature, getting everything prepped for her labor and delivery, and making sure we have everything that we need for the puppy arrival. So today is going to be a really, really, really exciting day. I'm not gonna wait. I didn't even test the mic with it. Hold on, y'all. Okay, test my mic.
Mic check one, two.
Yeah. Okay, cool. We're good. But how everybody doing today? I might have a live performance a little later. I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing. But let's check this dream girl. I got my handy dandy glove. My husband will walk you guys through what I'm about to because Dream don't act for me sometimes. She sits still for my husband. Okay, it's a command and sit for him, but for me, she thinks it's playtime. Okay, so welcome through, babe. What I'm doing.
So now my wife just put on her gloves and she's gonna grab the thermometer. And then when you get the thermometer, there's a little clear sleeve that you put over the thermometer head because that's the pad that's going into Dream's butt. And when you get to the temperature, then you just throw that sleeve into the trash.
Right.
So now she's gonna turn it on, and once she turn it on, it's gonna give you the last reading. Then you wait a moment, then you're gonna press that blue dot. Once you press that blue dot, you wait. Once you see it click, you have to put it in about one time to get that reading. All right?
Right. So it locks it in position. So as you can see here, even though this is a regular thermometer, you can use it for a head temp, or I guess in the mouth. You can use it like inserted in, right? You can do underarm or you can do a rectal. So normally for babies, they don't put a thermometer in babies' mouths. They do a rectal temp. For dogs too. We don't put the thermometer in dogs' mouth to check temperature. We insert it in the
Also, also,
okay.
when you're about to take the temperature, you don't just take mom and just turn it on and push it straight in. You try to take her out, let her walk around or send her in the backyard, let her do a couple walks.
Yeah.
Then you take her temperature. So My wife just sent her out a while ago to see she came back in, so it's okay to go ahead and take her temperature.
Right.
So we're gonna see in a few minutes where she at. The last reading was 102, but we're gonna see. So right now we are 6 hours. Tomorrow, if she make it till tomorrow, we will go down to 4 hours every 4 hours.
Yeah. So Miss Dream Girl has been fluctuating a little too much for my liking. I don't like how much she's fluctuating. But I mean, she's in, pre-labor. So I'm saying I don't like it, but she's a hormone woman right now. She's pregnant. So her body overheating or being hot are also signs of like pre-labor. So I haven't checked her the belly yet to see if she's contracting. I will try to roll her over after I check her temp and see where she's at. But y'all watch this. Come on, Dream. And Dream is a very obedient dog. She's extremely obedient. But
Mm-mm.
I guess when I come around, it's playtime. Huh? Okay. So I think you just messed up my pants. Oh, and she's been leaking her little clear milky fluid. So come on.
Well, Bill Grace, I say five, but most of the time I'm sticking to five because I said five. But most of the time, once you say five, it's six. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking six. Look, she done got up. I'm thinking 6 or 7. She's never had 7 pups before, but I'm thinking 6, 7. Dream is really big. Come on, Dream.
Yeah, she had six and she had five.
Yeah, her first Dream Catchers litter, she had 6, and then her local luxury litter, she had 5. And Merle Momentum, I'm thinking 6 or 7. Okay, so my husband checked this morning at 102. Just locked in rectal temperature. Girl, almost put it in your thing. I gotta do it again. So the thing with this thermometer is, as soon as you lock in the position for rectal, you insert. So if your dog is moving around, you might want to reset it because it's going to be inaccurate because it's cold in the house. Right? So with your labor watch, when you're checking temperatures, you have to make sure that you are checking the temp, um, like being consistent with how you check it every time. Because when my husband checks it, he puts it right in, right, and gets an accurate reading. But when I check it, if I leave it out and then put it in, it's inaccurate. If when I check it, I only insert at the tip, it's inaccurate. When he checks it, if he inserts it all the way, so you have to be consistent. So my husband has a baby. Roll. Dream. We know when she's getting closer to labor because she doesn't want to be touched, and rightly so. Rightly so. Okay, 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 okay. All right. So see, I just okay. So she's at a 97 point spot 6, 97.6. Now technically, we need to call the bed, right? At a 97.6, Dream is ready to go. At a 98.5, they pull. So anything from 97.5, 98.5, they pull.
How much is?
97.6.
All right, let me see. Let me ask a question.
Okay. So I'm going to confirm. Hey babe. I'm gonna confirm, but she was
Yeah,
at a 97.6.
97.6.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife put it all the way in.
Yeah, all the way.
Okay. All right. I'll keep you call you back. All right, cool. Yeah, he said he walking with he
We're on.
oh
Where your mic at, babe?
wait, babe. Oh it's babe.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he said just keep him updated.
Okay. All right, y'all. So we muted so babe could call the vet. Hi, kid on pause. Oh, kid on pause said I do think Dream will have pups. Wow. So okay, y'all. So
What do you want?
here's the situation. We
Just
don't want to stress Dream out. We don't want to be stressed.
milk?
We got a lot of rest yesterday and the day before. That's why we didn't go live because we've been prepping. Now, Dream is 57 days from breeding, right? But we don't know the exact day that she ovulated because her first PG test, her progesterone levels were at an 11.4. You can inseminate or ovulation starts. It's set to start at 4, at level 4. She was at an 11.4, which means how our vet explains is that Dream could have been ovulating days before breeding. So although we're counting from breeding, right, our numbers could be off and delayed. Dream could be day 60, day 61. And as you guys know, a full-term dog labor is at day 58. So even though Dream is day 57 from breeding, she could be day 59, day 60. So that's the only scary thing sometimes with breeding is that you really don't know, right? We don't know when she ovulated. We just know she was ready to be bred. But maybe my husband can explain that a little better to you guys. But that's the only scary thing to me is not knowing because you don't want to pull too early and you definitely don't pull too late because it's all risky.
Yeah, so the best thing to do is did it froze?
I don't think so. No, it didn't freeze.
Oh, the best thing to do is just continue taking her temperature, and that's what we doing. So we're gonna just continue to take her temperature throughout the day, even if we have to cut down. But we might wait till tomorrow before we start taking every 4 hours. But we'll kind of stick to 6 hours, and depends how low our temp go. Then we'll do it like every 4 hours, every 2 hours. So
Yeah. The fact that Dream hasn't eaten yet, it it doesn't look like she drank much water this morning. And when I let her go outside, maybe what 10 minutes ago, babe?
mhm.
Y'all, she had like a gush of thick, milky fluid. Um, so yeah, I don't know if that was her water making her wet, but we're gonna watch her. We're gonna watch her. Normally, labor kicks in at night when like, everything is quiet, cool, and calm. But we're gonna watch her. She's pretty chill right now. I'm gonna let y'all see her little belly. Yeah. You want the mic? You want the mic? When everybody else is talking, the baby wants to talk. So, y'all, first of all, thank y'all so much for liking the live. Look at Miss Dream, y'all. Dream is a bit. Y'all, I'm gonna see a share roll for y'all. Let me see. Dream, Dream, roll, roll. No, roll, roll, Dream. Hold on. Roll, All right. Roll. All right, mommy. All right. So we've been doing our checks. Babe checked her yesterday. I kind of checked her too. She doesn't look like she has milk or colostrum yet, but I could be wrong. I might need to just milk her more, but her little teeth are really really big. But she's big. But go ahead, babe. Back to you.
Yeah, and for besides Dream, I will be giving you an update in about a week, maybe 2 weeks, on Dream's daughter, Daydream, to let you all know for sure if she took on that TCI that we did. So she'll be up and coming next. She still have about if it's true, she still have about a month and 2 weeks to go. But we'll definitely let you guys know. Also, do you want to tell them about the interest list, man?
Oh yes, yes, yes. So if you guys are interested in dreams, little babies, or daydream or Zoomies, any one of our little babies, if y'all are um, interested in adding a little love to your home, we have the interest list in the description of today's video as well as on the channel now. So y'all can definitely check that out if you guys are interested in our little French baby. But shout out to our moderator for being on the chat, guys. Be in the chat. Miss Blissful Fun. First of all, she loves Dream. And she had been here since Dream's second litter, if I remember correctly. And this is Dream's retirement litter. So this will be our last time doing this with her. But her daughters are taking over for her legacy. So look, y'all. So we did put up Mama Dream's new video, girl, new photo for our legacy wall. And she is next to us holding her first litter. So I don't think we want to replace this photo. I think we just want to add to it. So we need to take a family photo now with both of the boys and us. We'll see how that works. With Dream's final litter, her retirement litter. But I'm really, really, really excited. And then Mr. Barry will be coming down and going into the office. So we'll have to replace Barry with Daydream and nostalgia, and then Miss Blue Girl will be coming down, going into office, and we'll have to replace her with one of Frank's daughters. But I wanted to have a conversation with y'all. I think it'll be kind of cool, honestly. Yo, we have some big decisions to make because we don't know who we're gonna keep from any one of these litters, if any. So we have some decisions to make. So I wanted to create a pedigree with photos with y'all and walk through like who we could keep a puppy off of. But I don't know if we'll have time to do that today right now. Because I honestly need to prep the puppy's DNA. So as I'm prepping, my husband can explain what I'm doing and why I'm doing it if he um has time with the baby. But I need to prep DNA kits because he's going out as soon as well, that's the plan. We want him to go out as soon as the puppies drop. Okay. Okay. So yeah, our big boy is he just woke up. So I need to go prep breakfast for him. He doesn't want me to let him down. You want to get down?
And don't forget, guys, if any one of you guys watching the replay or watching now and interested in any one of the little babies, you can go ahead and fill out the interest list, all right? now will be the best time to go ahead and fill out the interest list. So we already have a list already with some people already filled out. So if you're interested, you just want to go ahead and you will be in line. So on the interest list, we'll be going with the first person first, all right? So first, second, third. So when you fill it out, whatever number you are at that time, if you pass up, for instance, let's say you pass up on this leader, we will come back for the next leader.
Yeah.
Have you thought about your keeper pop, or if you want to keep one of every layer in
That's
a
what I
good
wanted
home
to talk to
nearby
them about.
and have access whenever you need? So that's a great question, Bill by Grace, and that's why I told my wife yesterday out. Um you had a conversation yesterday about that same what you asking. And I said to her, I said, look, I like when Bill by Grace is on the live because I like the questions that he asks. I see he's a very intelligent guy. So I listen to him, very intelligent. You want mommy?
We gotta
Or you
swap
want
out.
this?
Okay.
You want the mic? So we was thinking, because again, we don't know how long we're gonna be breathing for. But especially when the boys start to go school and all of that. But we was thinking, me and my wife was talking yesterday, and we might keep a male or maybe a female. We will let you guys know. It won't be for dream later. That's not promise.
That's not the plan.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not the plan.
But we'll let you guys know. We still try to put some stuff
Oh, look at
together
me.
to decide what exactly we're gonna do. All right, but that's a great question you asked, Bill right there. Very great question. Because yes, you could leave, you could leave one of your pups by a neighbor, friend, but is they going to
Yeah.
take care of it like how you taking care of it, or making sure that
Yeah.
they get the right treatment and
Yeah.
all of that stuff. But
Let's
it's
swap.
just
Let's
a
swap out.
decision we gotta make.
Go
If
ahead.
we do
Well, let
plan,
me try.
if we do plan to keep a male, okay, baby. If we do plan to keep a male, just to keep the bloodline going next year, because we went out, and nothing is really wrong in going out sometime to get a stuff, right? But sometimes we like to use our own in-house stuff. So that's why now our last breeding was with our own stud. And Monday coming up, this Monday, we should have another breeding with our own stud again.
With Dream's daughter.
With
Stallion.
Dream's daughter and Alpha.
Yeah.
So we will let you guys know. Dream is about to put down anytime from now.
Okay.
Dream's daughter, which is Daydream, will be putting down in about a month and a half.
First time mom.
First time mom.
Yeah.
Then you have Zuri, which had one later before.
Right.
She's a male. She's about to put down in about
Ooh.
a month and a month and we
So
gotta check the track,
yeah.
but a month and something, and then you have Nostalgia, which is Dream Daughter again,
Right.
who we are about to bring Mondays. We'll have 4 leaders, so we'll have back leader.
Right. So I'm creating a family tree now because I want them to see. Y'all just give me a second. I want y'all to see what we're doing. Well, what the plan is. So to answer the question, um, yeah, do you have the baby?
Hmm.
So yeah, if y'all could give me like a quick second, I'll have it on the screen really quickly.
And the reason why we have certain conversation, as you know, we had 10 Frenchies in our program, then we cut down to 8, and then we cut down to 4, and now we gone back to 5.
Yeah.
So we want to keep it in that range. We don't want to go back up. So there are certain decisions we have to make. So we still talking, and when the time comes, if we need to make certain decision, I mean we have to, and then later on, yeah.
Yeah. See, that's the beauty of having a community because we don't have to make these decisions by ourselves. Like we can ask you guys, hey, like what are you thinking? What do y'all want to see too? So I'm excited, but I am almost done prepping. Let me see. I'm almost done prepping this. Okay. Okay. So Zuri is so beautiful. Oh, you know Zuri's name? But he said Zuri. I didn't know you knew Zuri's name too, though. You know Zuri by looking at her? Wow. You're so smart, bud. Yeah, you're so smart. Who is that? Who is this?
Did
That's
you
Zuri.
in the interest list in the
It's in the description of today's every video, and then it's on the channel too.
okay, good.
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm. So you will always have it. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I'm so excited. Okay, so almost there. Okay, so I have all of the photos. Stop it. I have all of the photos. Now I need to do a family tree really quickly. I'll try to move fast. Um, Babe, ask them if they want me to take the camera off of Dream or if they want to watch Dream. And then once I'm done, I can show them what you think I should do. Just build it quick and then we talk about it.
You can take mine if you want and show them too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Can you bring it, babe?
Yeah.
Because I have trust. Thank you, my baby. Um, which uh, which template do you like, my baby? Let me see. Which template you like? You like this one, or you want something simple and classy like this?
Yeah. That's nice.
Okay, that's kind of like on brand too. Okay, wait, that is coming back. Okay, I'm almost finished building it. Thank you, Blissful Fun. What are you gonna say, mama? All right, so let's resize this to 9 by 8. Okay, so it's so crazy that Built by Grace asked us this because we were just talking about this yesterday, and I put it on my husband's mind. I was like, "Babe, I don't want to stress you out. I don't want to stress you out, but I just want to, talk to you about what the possibilities are, like what we are planning to do for our business because we have some big decisions to make. Yeah, this is absolutely insane. Okay, I need Trust to get down, babe, so I could work a little better.
Papa.
And maybe it's not the final now. Maybe I just do something quick because I really want to show them. Yeah, I need you to get down, Papa. Go with that. Okay. Okay. All right, so now I can work a little fast. Maybe this isn't the final one. I just want to do something like quick. Let's see. Mhm. Okay, I'm coming, y'all. I want to put all of the dogs on the. Let me just do it quick. Mm-mm. If y'all see how fast. Okay, okay. So it started with Mama Blue. Mhm. Let me Mama Blue Dream, and then and then Alpha, and then Nostalgia. Oh, I guess I don't have so much work to do. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be quick. This won't be the final one. Okay, this won't be the final. It'll just be something to get us started. Okay. If I was using the software, I would have shared the screen to let you guys. Babe, can you see the comments still? Okay, blissful fun. Have a good day. Let me show y'all so far. Okay, so this is what we have. I want to put. Let's see. I want to put. Let's see. I want to put our logo really quickly. Okay. I love when our moderators are on. Okay. So no, I'm trying not to complicate. No. Okay, let's just leave it white. True. I'm almost there. Okay. See when something ain't, you know, when something isn't all beautified, it stresses me out a little. But we'll have to look at it. All right, so almost there, y'all. But babe, didn't I say I wanted to do this last night? I said I wanna create a family tree, like a visual pedigree to show them um all of the dogs so we could have the conversation and look by Grace X. Okay. So now I just need arrows and then that's it. Okay. Almost there, y'all. Almost there. Okay. So blue had, let's just do straight arrows. Yes, let's do straight arrows for now. And then we will fix it. I could have done lines like that. Okay. That's not gonna work. Yeah, I have to perfect it. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Is anybody a professional babysitter? Okay. Okay, y'all. This we'll go with this. I feel comfortable with this. Okay, so let's save it. Page one, I think. Okay. Okay. It's not the best, but it is a start. Thank y'all for your patience. I really appreciate it. We've been wanting to have this conversation for a while. Okay, so I need to share this to phone is this. Okay, we have a phone dream. I need to share this to the business phone. All right, cool. All right. So let's have it. Let me go get it now. Baby, I could come sit by you and take the baby. I'm coming to get you home. Okay. Boom. Okay, perfect. You still have your mic, baby? Okay. Can you see this? I might have to turn the TV. Oh, no. Okay, y'all, we have it. I'm gonna go with the baby. Go get your mic. Okay. Here you go, baby. Oh, I can get you one too. I can get you one. Do you want your big microphone? Okay, go get it. Okay. Here you go, my baby. Ooh, all right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wait, that is JJ. Yep. But it's but it's picking them up sometimes. Okay, can y'all see that? Wait, it's picking up cartoons. Oh, you know what? I love you so much. Wait, hold it, baby. Because if I have to take a piece of paper, I can too. Okay. Okay. You're not muted, baby. Okay, y'all. So, okay, let me go get you one. You can start it. Can you
Yes,
see it?
yes. So, in the picture you see here, it all started with
Mama Blue. She had jury. You want me to break it down a little bit?
yeah,
Okay. All right. So I'll break it down, y'all, and then my husband will carry over the conversation. So even though, oh, it's still showing, even though Mama Blue, how is it still showing? Okay, y'all. We had some cartoons in the background, but even though Mama Blue wasn't our first Frenchie, it started with her because she gave us Dream. So Mama Blue at the top of the pedigree had Dream, not with Charm, not with Charm. Charm was our first Frenchie. Dream was our second Frenchie. But then together with Mama Blue and Charm gave us Alpha, right? Now Alpha and Dream share the same mom. I'll make it better so it makes sense. But if I have them on the same row, that means that they're related. So Dream Alpha are sister and brother, but not litter mates. Because Dream came from Blue and Two Tone, and then Alpha came from Blue and Charm. Okay. Then Dream had Daydream and Nostalgia, who we kept from her first litter, which are the Dream Catchers, right? Named after our first membership tier. Now we just bred Daydream and Nostalgia, right? Not in house because we could not breed them to Alpha. Well, let me say this. No, we could have. We could have. Sorry. Alpha is not their brother. Alpha is their uncle. So we could have bred Alpha to Daydream and Nostalgia, but he wasn't ready yet. Um, but we bred, well, oh, wait, I messed it up. I messed it up. Wait, I messed it up. We are breeding Nostalgia to Alpha.
yeah.
Yes, we are breeding Nostalgia to Alpha Monday because Alpha is her uncle. We couldn't breed Dream Alpha together because they are have siblings. Now we brought in Missouri girl, right? Outside blood, but we are just bred her to Alpha. So we have some big decisions to make because we don't know who to keep or what to do next. But you could take it over, Ray. I kind of messed that up a little bit.
Yeah, so breeding Alpha
No,
to Zuri, although she's an outside blood, we still gonna keep that blood because we build her to our foundational
so
male, our
yeah,
star. So that's why now we got some decision to make because we still thinking if we wanna keep a male for that upcoming next year God's Spare Life for our program. So if we was to keep a male, first we keep a male of Zuri, not Dream. So Zuri is the one all the way that beautiful male you see to the right. If we was to keep a male from Zuri, that male would be ready for our program next year.
right,
Then we could still keep that bloodline going.
right,
I mean, sometimes you have to go out and get a stud, use stud credit. Sometimes you have to bring in another male, but it just depends how you breed to still keep that bloodline going. So that's what we're doing, for instance, with Zuri. All right. So you see here, Mama Blue, Dream. we got Dream Daughter, we got Alpha. So the only one is Zuri, but breeding her to Alpha, we still keep that bloodline.
Right.
Then we keep, for instance, we keep a stud or a female Alpha Zuri, we still have the bloodline for next year.
Hmm.
So we still have some decision to make. Is I'm not gonna say it's too early or too late, but we're still talking about it, and we will see. And when the puppies get here, most likely, again, it's not promised. It might not be dream, but we will see for sure when times get closer.
Right. Wh- How how you feeling? What you thinking?
To be honest, it just depends how much how much leaders we planning to have this year and next year.
Mm,
So depends on how much leader plan to have this and next year. Well, my suggestion is maybe keeping a male if we plan to use in-house. Third is
ouch.
to maybe keep a male, bring up that male. That male will be ready for next year. But
Mm,
again, it just depends on the on how much breeding we wanna do this year, and sometimes it depends on your female because their heat cycle could delay.
mm-hmm.
Like for instance,
Drink.
Dream, her cycle delay, so now she's about to go in labor pretty soon, but it was delayed. So
Right.
sometimes you could plan to do Papa. No, sometimes you could plan to do two breeding, three breeding a year, but if the cycle doesn't, no baby, if the cycle didn't fall in line, it could kind of change up stuff and switch off
True.
your program. So
True.
sometimes depends how much foundational female you have. We like keeping at least one stud. You always try to have at least one stud in your camp around your females so that they mingle with each other.
Yeah.
If whether you plan to use your stud or not, it's always good to have at least one stud in house among the females.
But he will alert you.
Yeah,
True. He'll your stud will tell you when everybody's coming in heat.
yeah,
Normally, this is how we found out nostalgia dreams last daughter to come into heat was about to pop. Alpha got really
Like,
territorial over her. And I said, babe, within 2 weeks, nostalgia's coming to heat.
yeah,
And within 2 weeks, she came into heat. So that's normally the trigger. The stud will let you know. Daydream and nostalgia are first time moms. They will be first time moms. So they're continuing dreams legacy. And to be honest, y'all, this was the always the plan. That's why we kept two. Now, when we first started breeding, we didn't know all of this that we know now. But it's very fascinating to see our plan come into life because thank God we kept two females off of Dream to continue her legacy because this year she's retiring. And they're ready now. So I mean we didn't know to plan it this way or this good, but the year the mom is retiring, the daughters are stepping in, and that is beautiful to see.
yeah. So it ended up falling right in line. Perfect timing. We didn't even plan it like that, but it just happens like that. So if you starting with one female and you plan to do two later a year, that means you should know that you need another female at a certain time to get that female ready for your next breeding. All right. We have some of our members who have but female from us for their program and will be interested in getting another female. And From there, they will try, well, not try, they will create their foundational female. That's the plan they want to do, which is not really a bad idea, right? So once you start your reading program, you know the bloodline, you have your DNA and anything and all of that. You could pretty much create what you want, what you're looking for, pair them
Right.
together,
Right.
and you just create and you take, if you feel like you wanna take a male or female to continue the bloodline or your program, you go ahead. It's just up to you how much Frenchies you want to have in your program.
Right. Right.
Because for us, we end up with 10, then we cut down to 8, we cut down to 4, we come back to 5, which we might go up to, well,
I feel like
we
six
might go
is
up
the
to
max.
6, but
Yeah. Oh, but for
one will be retiring,
retirement.
so we'll
True.
go up. So
True.
we want to keep it right there. We want to keep it right there. We don't want to go back up to 8 or 10, especially the boys getting bigger. Inside, 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 go ahead. Inside. Yeah, the boys are getting bigger, but yeah, we are excited right now. We got some good rest last night. Yesterday was a pretty chill day. We're
Right.
gonna continue to keep a close eye on Mama Dream. If any one of us need to run out quick, it's gonna have to be me or my wife. But someone has to be here. Although we have our cameras and everything on Mama Dream, and she's right here close to us, like one step away. But we still gonna be monitoring her, taking temperature, making sure that we know by taking her temperature, it depends on what her temperature is. We know that she will be in labor within 12, 24 hours. So this is why we take her temperature, and we don't want to miss the temperature, because then once you miss it, you could miss it, but
Yeah.
once you miss it, and the puppies could just be, she could go in labor, bam on you, and then you gotta,
Yeah.
it's an emergency section. You gotta, or if she start pushing,
Yeah.
you gotta help us with the pushing. Yeah,
Yeah. But Dream is pretty chill, y'all. She's very, very chill. So I know once she starts panting and digging is go time. But she's very chill. Was it was her first litter, right?
yeah,
Her first litter, this girl was in the front seat like chilling. Like regular. Like, girl, you are in labor and you are chill. That's the only thing about French bulldogs that's kind of scary a little bit. Some moms are super super chill, and then some is like, okay, she's like, we it's go time. But with Dream, like, you don't know when she's in pain or if she's tired or whatever. She's just super chill.
yeah. And that's why I like every time I see Daydream and Nostalgia, her daughter, I like that we made a great choice there by keeping two foundational female alpha Dreams first later to continue the program, because Dream have a very great temperament, and that's gonna most likely pass on to her, yeah, sorry,
Okay, okay.
to her daughters. So that's great. I'm still looking at Daydream, which is Dream Daughter, who we just did a TCI. So I'm looking at her, giving her a little time, and then I'll be able to tell. Tell once I able to tell that she's pregnant, y'all know I will do a ultrasound on her when the time is right. But let me take Bill by Grace questions. Are you guys looking for anything in particular with this breeding, such as temperament, color, structure, health, and anything else? So yes, Bill by Grace, sure. When breeding, we don't just breed for breed. Number one, Dream has great temperament, and by the way, beautiful, great question. I love the questions.
Yeah.
Keep it coming. Awesome. Dream got great temperament, so that's structure on point. Again, dream, and if you check the style we use, structure will be top. We the colors, dream, DNA, man, she throws anything.
Yeah.
Look at her first and second later.
Yeah.
She throw rainbow colors. She'll give you black, she'll give you rojo, she'll give you blue, she'll
Yeah.
give you chocolate. Like
Yeah.
she's great like that. So
Yeah.
that's the beautiful thing. Again, I'm glad we kept two of her daughter for her
Yeah.
very first later.
Yeah.
Health is a plus. We always health number one. Okay. Besides everything else, we always start with health at Rosharon Frenchie Brothers. We like to start with health. So that's some great questions you asked. So we're looking for that. Again, we might the goal is not to keep any puppies up for this later, but we are pretty excited and can't wait to see what this later is gonna look like.
Yeah.
We already know it's gonna be some nice, beautiful, amazing structure, big, nice, round head, everything. We know
Yeah.
already, but we just still can't wait to see them. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a question, Jake,
Uh huh.
if you don't mind.
Yeah.
So I know this, but I don't think you shared this.
Uh-huh.
What was the determining factor in choosing the stuff for Dream's last and final litter? Like what? Because with some stuff we want to see Dream produce, right? We've never bred Merle before. Dream's dad is Merle. We want to see Dream as Merle. So what were some factors or decisions that went into Dream's final breeding?
Well, months back, we was always talking about and planning on dream leader, and we always were thinking about doing a mill, breeding her to a mill, right? That's number one. Number one, even though the stud was mill, we also look at DNA because we wanted to pair the DNA together and see what possibility they could create, right? And when I say create, like we wanted to like for this later, why we so excited because the DNA is one, the structure is two, and is like when those puppies born, it's like it's gonna be pretty excited because we don't know what to expect
Yes,
right now.
yes.
It's like we just on a pause right now, just waiting for those puppies. It's like
Yeah,
we don't know what to expect.
right.
Next thing about puppies, when the puppies coming out one by one, right? You know, you take them out, you take out the first one, you suction them and all of that. Me personally, I always excited, want to know, is this a boy? Is this a
Yeah,
girl? Is this a
yeah,
boy? Is this a girl? You
yeah,
know, because look, sometimes you could have five boys, one girl. You could have five girls, one boy. You could have three. You know, so
yeah,
sometimes I always want to know, like,
yeah,
is this a boy? Is this a girl? Yeah, that's me. Another thing I be honest with you, I like to have rainbow leaders.
yeah.
I don't like when me personally, I don't like when they so close and they're pretty hard to and
Come
maybe
on.
the reason I'm saying that is because when the puppies are so small when they come out, they might look a certain color, but the more they dry, you actually in a week or couple days, I would say not couple days, maybe a week or so, you actually see more or less kind of see the color. And as they get older, sometimes they might get lighter or a little darker.
Yeah,
But I just like when they have rainbow colors and different colors because that makes me identify the puppies even quicker
yeah,
without even having a collar. Because you all know we like put collar when we they just born. We like to put different colors, and then we'll have naming ceremony where we win the puppies, and sometimes we might still say blue. For instance, say blue might be H tongue. So we might use blue H tongue, but it, at least the blue identify the puppy, but actually we will have a naming ceremony for each and every one of them.
Yeah.
Also, guys, I know I'm just gonna take a minute. I know you all see here. Y'all could check out the RFB custom print if you want to support pay to deliver. Um,
Yeah.
my YouTube channel, you can go ahead and purchase pay to deliver. On this one, I also have the crazy car chronicle podcast on here. So you won't getting the crazy car and the pay to deliver on the same cup. Okay, so you can support. We also have the Rosharon Frenchie breeders. Also, we're gonna have it on site, and we have we have your own bears.
Yeah, I'll go get it.
Yeah, so we'll be putting this on the site. So y'all could purchase them. Just support with the logo, and also if you want your own,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If you want your own logo, let us know. You can go on the site and purchase this for I think 24.99, something like that.
Yep,
Or you
you
could
got it,
this is
baby.
a 40 ounce. This also hot and cold. Okay, hot and cold. But let me know, guys, if you have any more questions for us because it's a chill Saturday. I'm about to go spend some time with the other dogs in a few minutes. I had a wonderful month with them already, but
Yeah.
came back in, take care of Mama Dream, still make sure that she's getting the proper supplement that she needs. She's still on her vitamins, so that's very important. Even after birth, with those puppies, you will make sure that you continue giving her supplement, making sure that her bowl is still full of food, and most of all, make sure she's getting the water that she needs. All right.
Yeah. So here, my baby. I got my mug too. This is the Dreeks line, and I'm so proud of it. It said "Dream On," and my line makes me emotional because it's a dream come true. Y'all, what these Frenchies have done for our lives is this one, yeah. Yeah, dream. What these Frenchies have done for our lives is so amazing to say you have a dream, not know the outcome, right? Just completely trust God for the outcome, but you start. So that's what I love about our family, and that's what I love about the Miss Jigs brand. Thank y'all so much for Heart and Love. It means a lot. Um, oh, it wasn't like you were live the night before. Okay, so the night before, my husband did collaboration live with two of our members, and Bill Boggess was there as well in the chat. But what I love about what's happening in our lives and our brands, even with our kids, dogs, and our business is dreams are coming true. People's lives are being changed, and it's so beautiful to see my vision come true. Three men, three kings on screen at the same time. Wait, there's no water in here, baby. Y'all, three kings were on screen at the same time. Let me see if I can show y'all.
Mm.
I should. Oh, have it.
If you all want, you go ahead and watch a replay, but it's on
Yeah.
pay to live.
So I'm paid to deliver. I have to say this quickly. Y'all, three kings were on screen for the first time all together looking super professional. They had their merch that we created courtesy of RFB custom print. They all had their mugs, their custom mugs, and nobody was arguing. Nobody was using profanity.
Mm.
They let each other talk. It was a very educated conversation. They agreed, they disagreed, but it was very tasteful. And that's why the Dream On brand means so much to me, is because this started with dream, but dream.
Mhm.
It started with dream. And I have a faith brand. Miss Drees is all about faith, family, finances. Very heavy the faith, right? All of our brands are heavy on faith. But Miss Drake, she dives into faith. But for my husband to be as to deliver, his brand has come to life, like truly come to life and to know. For Upper Date for she's to be there as a disabled veteran now who is running his business from home and is inspiring veterans from all the world, it means the absolute world to me. For all the family, 706 to be there, alopecia, to be there, his merch and a smile on his face. He's not wearing a hat. It's just like literally dream on because the sky's the limit. Um, and I always ask my husband, like, how do you feel? Like, how does it feel to be a Caribbean contract turned U.S. entrepreneur? Like how does it feel to know, like your life is safe with God? Like, how do you feel, as a man with a brand? Like, I'm gonna step. I'm gonna get out of the way. I'm gonna step aside because I always want to ask him how he feels because I know how proud I am watching him as his wife. But sometimes men don't always express themselves or share their excitement. I just want my husband to share how he feels a little bit, if that's all right.
Yeah, I to be honest, I feel great because again, it's a dream come true. I never thought in a lifetime I would be sitting down in front of a camera doing content, have my own merge, have my own brand, So I want to tell everybody out here, look, follow your dreams, you can do it. I know at first it was a little uncomfortable for me because my wife been doing content for a very long time. And when I met my wife and I saw how I was doing it, I was like, man, I ain't think I could sit down. I'm not telling her, but I'm saying my mind. I ain't think I could do this. I ain't think I'm able to sit down in front of camera, able to speak to people, share my story or my journey or whatever this may be. I was like, nah, I think I'll able to do it. Here I am there, able to sit down, look into the camera and able to speak and stuff like that. So even one of the member my wife was talking to, when she finished talking, I told her also like even script. I try doing script, and I'm not gonna say it didn't work for me, but I rather sit in front of the camera and think what I have to say, even if I fumble or not. Nobody is perfect, you
Yeah,
understand?
yeah.
But I'm speaking it from
Experience.
yeah, from
Yeah.
my mind. You understand what comes on my mind? I'm telling straight out. You understand? So I feel comfortable now in front of the camera. A couple months ago, be honest with you, I wouldn't able to do this at all, at all, at all. All right. And I just want to say thank you for Pay to Deliver. Thank you for my wife actually for pushing me and giving me the courage also always behind me no matter
Of course.
the ups and downs because a lot of stuff right now I still don't know what how to do. I'm still learning. My wife, she's the one behind the whole look. Behind the scenes, she's the one where all the tech, everything, the editing. That's one thing I always tell my wife. Editing part, I'm not saying I'll never do it, but I don't think I want to do the editing. That's for sure. But yeah, thanks again to my wife because I guess, or not guess, I think I wouldn't make it this far because she motivated me, and that's what I end up with a create Pay to Deliver. As you guys know, we have 7 youth channel. Also, even after we got invited to LA and come back, we my YouTube channel, and I think I'm almost at 9,000 followers now, a couple months. I know I haven't done any recent video,
Yeah.
and you all know to deliver just only about Amazon. It's about entrepreneurship, it's about life, it's
Yeah.
about being a dad,
Yeah.
showing you my whole life.
Yeah.
So right now I won't be doing any Amazon for the next couple of months. So y'all gonna be seeing more of me like this with kids, my wife. Right now we have four later back to back. Like you're gonna see more of the dogs,
Yeah.
the French, the puppies. I will showing you guys take care of the beautiful pup, showing you guys use incubator. Showing you guys if one of the pup was don't that's what we don't want. We don't want to lose no pup. But if we jump into action to save puppy, we'll be showing you if we on the life, we will end the life. We'll show you guys. We'll try our. If we reach a point where we really have to end life, we will. We will show you guys that we make sure try our best to save each and every pup until that 8 week mark for the pup to go home to the beautiful family.
Yeah.
All right, but what we there for. During guys, please guys, as many questions as you can. If we
Yeah.
can't answer all the questions, we'll go back watch the replay. If there's a particular video that you guys want us to make, um, depends on what it is. If we can, we will go ahead and make it.
Yeah.
But once dream puppies get here, we've been going pretty much off every day. Haven't go live yesterday. We need to get a little rest because once those puppies drop, guys, every 2 hours you gotta be on feeding those puppies. I mean, wrong. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be a lot of stress night. It's gonna be a lot of rest loses, rest loss. But
Yeah.
the priority is our health first. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
All right, taking care of our family, the health, kids, and make sure that mom and those pups are healthy and feed time. Okay.
Yeah.
So as soon as dream puppies, um, um, as soon as dream give birth to those puppies, y'all know we're gonna be going live. We'll have more one live every day. We're showing you guys we weigh the pup, keep track of puppy weight. That's very important. Okay? When you have puppies, that's very important. You take the puppies. That's the only way you can know if that puppy is feeding, is getting enough milk. Because if that puppy is not getting enough milk, then what's happened? That puppy is gonna feed, is gonna get weak, and then we're gonna have to be struggling and to save that puppy life. Okay. I know it's gonna be busy. Everything is set up here already. I want to show y'all. I know my wife show y'all dream a welcome box. And we have
I got baby.
we have
I got
more. We have another welcome box in here already. There's two of them set up. I might have to set up two more open box, but just not yet. But the incubator is up. The newbie, how you call it, the
you. Yeah.
nebulizer
Nebulize.
is set up to the incubator ready. All the medication is at the incubator already. The heat lamp is there, the fan is there, and is also three movable rack with all the stuff that we need. Right, so everything set up and ready to go. Okay, the camera is set up for the puppies and everything. So we just at the moment just waiting for those pup drop. All
Yeah.
right. And again, you see on the screen, beautiful Mama Blue. I'm rest in peace, Mama Blue. And we got Cham, rest in peace. We home Cham, rest in peace, Cham. Also, but Dream, our beautiful foundational female, this will be her retirement leader, last and final leader for Dream. and Daydream is right there. Daydream, we just did 2 TC on Daydream, right? So careful. So we just waiting to confirm Daydream, and you see that nicely beautiful raw nostalgia will be doing an in-house AI Monday. Also, Monday morning, we won't be going live with AI. I think we have videos with AI on the YouTube channel, but we won't be doing a live AI with nostalgia. So Monday morning, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna get that bag. You have that bag in the jar, baby. Let me get one. I think I
Okay,
put it
the AI.
jar.
Okay.
AI rod in the bag.
Oh, collection
Simon
bag.
collect
Okay.
bag. It should be
Okay.
here. So I'm gonna show you guys the Simon collection bag look like. You just need one.
You want an inch too, baby?
You just need not really. You just need 1 cc for breathing. All right, 1 cc. So I put our stuff.
Oh, three.
He gave me up to cc. It was great. It was
Right.
great. Okay, but you always want to send your stuff out to pee. So before you pull him, you want to send him out. Make sure that he pee. When he pees and he come back in, you want to clean that
Uh-oh.
area nice and clean, wipe it off because you don't want pee and the semen get contaminated. That's not good at all. All right. So you ever pull your stud and then you see any pee or anything looks a little yellow for whatever reason, that means that collection is not good. All right. The collection supposed to look a little dark, like cloudy. That's when you know you have a great collection. I know we have some pictures of some collection I put him when we bred him with Suri.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful,
Oh,
nice and cloudy collection. My wife will show you a picture of what it look like. So this is the Lemon collection bag right here. Sometimes I like it a little full here just to get it ready to go over. And once he has two wrong little balls, you wanna actually massage. It's gonna had once had, just pull it, the sack over it, and then you wanna clamp, not clamp like, but you clamp the two ball and hold there. Then you will know when he's coming. Will feel the paws going up and down, and then once here, you just need 1 cc. Sometime by looking at it, if you familiar pulling your stuff, you could know when you have 1 cc. Sometimes I like to take more than 1 cc, right? I like make sure I have more than 1 cc. This is the eye rod here. And then you use a small syringe, and that's where you're gonna open here and put the syringe here on this yellow pad to do the AI. All right, so we'll be doing an AI again. Just did the AI last we bred in-house breed AI, and that was our first AI for this year. I think last year we did about 3 AIs.
we had four. We had four litters last year, right?
Five.
Five. Oh, we had five.
Yeah, I think we did about 3 or 4 AI last year.
Let's think. We had Dream
Mm-hmm.
Berry,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah,
So that was a.
we used bear 3 times.
Then we had Blossom to Berry.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had Blue to Berry.
Yeah,
So we had three
three
AIs.
AIs last year.
Yeah.
So this year, this will be our second AI Monday. All right, second AI Monday. So we'll see how that goes. It should go smooth. We never really had any problems with AI. All our AI we was very successful. That's good.
Yeah.
So Monday I will wake up pretty early, let everybody go ahead, run around as usual, exercise, get them up, and then I will pull our stud alpha, and I will also sometimes, even though I see it cloudy and just like what I want, sometimes I still put a little tip under the microscope where you can see it swimming around. And if you look here in the picture, you see how that you see how his semen look. That's how you want the sun to look, nice and cloudy like that. Okay, so once it's like that, it's good. When you hold him to collect that semen, you want to hold him up a certain time. Especially you get one cc. You might want to collect a little more 81, but after a while you want to let go because you don't. Maybe he tried to pee or anything, so it don't get contaminated. So if you feel like you had one cc, you can let go. Again, you only need one cc and that's it, no more. All right. Sometimes he might be shooting out so much that he gives you 2 3 cc so quick. That's okay.
Yeah. It's
That's
okay.
okay. All right.
Yeah. It's okay. But the reason why my husband is telling you
One
guys
second.
to let yourself urinate before is because
Go get
urine can actually kill semen. So it's really, really,
your
really
milk.
important for you guys to understand what
Come.
you're doing and not just be doing something that you see someone doing online. Semen can kill, not can, semen, not urine kills semen. So sometimes breeders have a hard time. Other breeders, maybe newer breeders, who may not know the process or the proper principle or practice because sometimes when females don't take, it's not the stud's fault. And maybe my husband can speak to that as well. You have to know what you're doing as a breeder receiving semen as well. So just because you have a male doesn't mean that you stud that male out. Just because you have a male, it doesn't automatically mean that he will be a stud or he should be a stud. And that's a conversation we really haven't had on the channel yet. We've kind of touched based on, our first Frenchie charm and how we raised him as a pet and how at 2 years old, we thought that he would just snap into action and be able to be with Mama Dream, but it wasn't so. It didn't happen as organically as we hoped or liked. And we were disappointed with Charm, but us new breeders, we should have been disappointed with ourselves because there's so much we didn't know. So, I asked my husband Paige to deliver
Yeah.
to speak on that.
It's good that you always give your third supplement. Just want to make sure he's getting access to water. All right. Also, he's getting the right exercise that he needs. Make sure he's not in a hot place or overheat. Make sure he's nice and cool all the time. Make sure you pulling him, getting him used to getting pulled
Mm-hmm.
at a certain, I would say 9 months, at least 9 months,
Yeah.
can start walking him, getting him accustomed to getting pulled. So once he see I take the gloves and take the semen back, he know, hey, listen, I'm coming to get that semen, so let's go.
Yeah.
And they're so smart. Like once you get him into that rhythm, every time he sees that bag and see that gloves, he knows already you come and pull him. Some of them they get excited, they do, but he will know.
Yeah.
So
They
you
know.
wanna get him used to being pulled. Don't overwork him. Make sure that he's getting also the rest that he needs, especially when you just start pulling him. All right. At
Babe.
9 months, yeah.
Sorry. No, I'm listening. I want to cut you off.
At
A
nine
question.
months, when you start pulling him, get him used. Don't try to pull him every day because since he's a upcoming stud, he needs that days to build back up. All right.
That was my
So
question.
that's why you give him that supplement also and make sure he have water and get that exercise and staying cool because you don't want overwork him as a new upcoming stud because he needs to build back up his body to get more sperm going. All
Yes.
right. So Build by Grace says, do you think a stud pedigree slash bloodline can have an effect on how you turn out as a stud?
That's a
Beautiful.
great
Great
question.
question.
You,
You go ahead, take that one.
Bill Burris, this is why pedigrees are so important. This is why we breed the same bloodline. If it's not broken, we're not trying to fix it.
Hmm.
Sometimes breeders get offended when you ask for the pedigree because along the lines are problems, are problematic dogs, or disorders, or things that they want to keep hidden. Sometimes breeders like to hide their pedigree because they don't want you to know that some issues could arise in litters and with puppies. The question that you asked is so spot on. I'm going to read it again and then I'm going to answer your question. So, Bill by Grace, one of our Lady Legend members here on the channel, asked, do you think a stud's pedigree or bloodline can have an effect on how he turns out as a stud? Y'all listen, a lot, a lot of problems that you might encounter with dogs are genetically based. A lot, even temperament sometimes. I'm speaking for the small dog breed, the French bulldog breed, right? Because although I started out with English bulldogs, I didn't know all that I know about Englishes like we do about Frenchies. So we can only speak for the Frenchie bloodline, right? We had Dream's mom in house. I know we're talking about studs, but I'll start with the mom because sometimes the studs get blamed, but y'all, the moms play a part in it too. Who you breed that stud to can affect your bloodline as well. So if you have this amazing, amazing stud that you're working, but you're working the stud to a subpar female, you might get subpar puppies, or you might get what's called an inconsistent litter. So where one dog looks really, really, really good, and then the rest of the litter is trash, right? Not being disrespectful, we're just being honest. But let's say you have Magnum. Let's say Magnum is a stud, right? Magnum is a stud, and everybody wants to work with Magnum. Magnum is the hot thing on the block. Okay, cool. What you don't know is Magnum's mom, Magnum's dad were problematic. Magnum's dad was super aggressive. Magnum's dad had to get put down. Magnum's dad was raised to be aggressive, right? Okay. Magnum Magnum's dad has passed that same aggressive temperament down to Magnum. And you have no idea because you didn't check pedigree, you don't know anything about the parents, you have seen the parents, you didn't do your checks, right? Now you bring little Magnum home to you around your kids, and little Magnum is biting your babies, and you have no idea like what's going on. So Magnum is a puppy. It's cute when they puppies, and I want my husband to speak on this. Y'all, little bad behavior is cute sometimes when they're puppies. But when Magnum grows up and he's an adult now, and now Magnum is biting you, is a problem. So I'm actually gonna take Alpha's thing off the
Okay.
camera. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about pedigrees, and how do you feel about what we have been able to accomplish as a breeding program by continuing our bloodline?
Yes. And look, I'm be honest with you. Am I happy that we lost over 40,000 from starting? No, I'm not happy. But guess what? It teach us a lot up to this day. We still learning. We're not saying we know everything, but it teaches us a lot. Because had we not lost that 40 something thousand and just breathing blindly and just going and trust me, we would end up losing even more. So that that really encouraged us to learn more about the breeding
Yeah.
and all of that. So that's why now, look, I will say like that was one of the amazing things we we did, it wasn't planned, was to keep two foundational female out of Dream later, which we're gonna continue the legacy because Dream, this is her final later. She's I'm gonna retire. But guess what? Upcoming Nostalgia and Daydream, which Daydream we already did 2 TCI a week and a half ago. And Nostalgia, we're gonna do a AI Monday in-house breeding. So we know for sure, like that bloodline and Dream, I'm telling you, Dream is a one. Look, I'm be honest with you, there's no amount of money right now in the world that anybody could offer us right now for Dream. I'm telling you, it they just can't. Like Dream is a wonderful, wonderful French bulldog. Her
Yeah.
temperament, everything
Yeah.
is that's the type of bloodline and the type of French bulldog you want to have and start with. Whether you're looking for a pet, whether you're looking to breed. I'm just gonna be honest, not because Dream is our bloodline, our puppy, our foundational female, but I'm just being honest, straight up. I'm being honest because if for instance if for instance we wasn't breeding and we were looking to start a French business right now, and I'm scrolling through YouTube and I've been watching Rosharon Frenchie breeders for months and not saying anything, just watching, following, watching, always watching how Dream move, how she act, how she respond, how the consistency of the puppy and everything. I would invest.
Of course.
I'm just being straight up. I would invest in her puppies,
Of course.
and that's it.
Y'all.
And it don't have to be breeding. If I'm looking whether
Oh,
again whether
smart.
breeding or just one pet in the house,
That's
I
smart.
would.
But babe,
Yeah.
let's talk about how easy Wealth and Dreams Puppies has been for us. Y'all, easy.
You could close your
Because
eyes.
one, she knows what to do, but two, she's so gentle and she's so calm around her babies. It's like Dream was a little hyper teenager before becoming a mom. The moment, y'all, I'm not lying, the moment Dream got pregnant, it's like a switch went off. And we were concerned about her daughters, right? As any breeder would be with first time moms, we were concerned about how Daydream would do, right? Daydream is our baby. Daydream was my husband's favorite from my dream catchers leader. Like he just gravitated to Daydream. But we were concerned about how she would do, being out of the home, being in the vet's office, like letting someone else handle her. Y'all, everybody thought Daydream was Dream in the vet's office. Even during the live, they thought it was like a loop, like a live play loop. And I was like, no, that's Daydream. And they were like, no, that's Dream, right? It's a replay. And I was like, no, that's Daydream. So your temperament and your foundational female, hands down, y'all. Like money can't buy it sometimes.
Hmm.
Money can't buy it. The most expensive dogs that we have ever owned are no longer here
Yeah.
because of poor temperament. We're not talking about Charm, we're not talking about Blue, and we're definitely not talking about Berry. But some of the most expensive dogs we have ever purchased are not here because of temperament.
Yeah.
Yep,
Hmm.
they're not here. So sometimes, we've been having this conversation a lot this week. And shout out to our parents on the live and our members. Cuba's dad is here. Cuba, if y'all remember, was Mr. Yellow from Blossom and Mary's litter, a litter of 7. We lost our first son, but y'all, Cuba looks amazing. By the way,
Hmm.
Blossom did an amazing job as a first time mom. We were concerned, but again, it's something about them feeling those babies. They just like mellow out. But y'all, you can't buy temperament. You can't buy temperament. It's either the dog has it or dog doesn't. And when I say you can't buy temperament, I mean everybody has seen how we groom our dogs, how we bring them up, how Babe literally train them as puppies and grooms them from the hood, grooms them, to become ultra studs. But when I say you can't buy temperament, I mean, yeah, you see Dream, right? She has amazing temperament. You buy into the program, you start your foundation, right? That's you buying temperament. But what I'm saying is, if the dog doesn't have it, you can put the dog in training, right? But the first sign of aggression, that poor behavior is gonna come back. If a dog is fearful, shy, timid, yeah, if that's their temperament, that's just their temperament. So from Dream's first litter as a dream catcher, this is a question for my husband. What were you looking for? Why did we choose to keep Daydream and Nostalgia?
Well, first of all, Dream was a wonderful dog, and we see all her temperament and everything. But also at the time, to continue our program, we wasn't going to go out and buy any more Frenchies right away because of, so the great idea of keeping these two foundational female to carry on the program was a great idea. And I'm glad that we love all our puppies, but my eye catch Daydream, and I find she was beautiful. And if you look at Daydream, she have a beautiful white marking here.
I can,
I
yeah.
got a picture of it.
You want me to put it up?
You can.
Okay.
And she has a white spot here,
I'm gonna change
and
it.
I think she carry white button
She
also.
does. She
She
does.
has good DNA, and my wife had loved to see nostalgia and at each other, and I think that's one of the best decisions we make for our business when we kept the two foundational female to carry on. He said, "I can't wait for more puppies."
That's Cuba's dad.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that's Cuba's dad.
Yeah. So yeah, again, before we continue, everyone watching the live and even the replay, don't forget to go ahead. You can fill out the interest list. I'm
Right.
telling you, it's worth it to fill the interest list. Okay?
Yeah.
It's worth it. So if you're interested in our beautiful puppies, we got Dream gonna put down in any time from now. Right now, we just on the clock.
Yeah.
Then we'll have Daydream coming up in a month and a half. Right after Daydream, we got Zuri. Right
Yeah.
after Zuri, we got Nostalgia. So we got 4 leaders lined up, one behind each other. So if you're interested in our beautiful babies, go ahead and fill out the interest list. We will be going live every day, more than once a day. Also, don't forget we have the kids, so sometimes we might schedule a live for 7, 8 o'clock. And if we have to attend to the kids, we might switch up the time, but you want to turn on your notification also. All right?
Yeah.
Because when those babies get here, a lot of eyes is gonna be on those babies.
They go
That's why
fast.
we tell you fill out the interest list.
Yeah.
Whether you're looking to breed, whether you're looking just for a nice Frenchie to keep you company, it doesn't matter. Go ahead, fill out the interest list. All right.
Yeah.
We'll appreciate it if you fill out the interest list. That way we can contact you individual. We'll go through the list. Who's first, who's second, we'll reach out to them first and see who. So please go ahead and you can fill out the interest list.
And I just dropped it in the chat. But it's on the channel. It's in the description of today's video and every video moving forward. And we'll keep it that way because we have a lot of litters coming up, and
No.
people are interested in buying puppies at different times of the year. So
Okay.
I always have questions for my husband because I feel like when we're live, the conversation just flows naturally. But going back to daydream and nostalgia, right, babe?
Mhm.
If you remember when we were whelping our first litter, y'all, listen, y'all, here we are, new breeders, don't know nothing from nothing, whelping our first litter, y'all. Y'all, listen, we didn't know people pay for whelpers. We didn't know nothing about nothing. Y'all, we could have lost our whole litter, but God saw us through it. God saw us through it. But what were some of the qualities that you saw in Daydream
Sure.
and nostalgia? I could speak my baby,
To be
but
to be honest, all of them were looking good because even Mystic,
Oh
we
yeah,
had a
Mystique.
nice, yeah. I love Mystic also because she was a nice dark
Let me
chocolate.
see. I'll show her.
Beautiful, yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So again, that's the thing about when you are breeding these beautiful babies. Like when you're
Yeah.
breeding these beautiful babies, you have so many choices. Sometimes you want to keep all, but you cannot keep all because you're gonna end up with 10, 20 Frenchies.
Right.
And it's very expensive to feed and take care of these babies. All
Right.
right. So you gotta make some choices. All right. If you really this is her here at a baby, nice, beautiful chocolate
Ooh.
man.
Mystique had that white spotted too, babe.
She
She had
had that
that white
white spotted.
blaze.
Yeah. It was a tough decision, but only could keep we could keep three, but we decided to keep two to continue
Yeah.
the
Ooh, look at
program.
this one, babe. Ooh, she
Yeah.
looking like a little bully. Ooh.
Mhm. And the more she gets bigger, her color I think got a little
Yeah,
darker.
she's rich cocoa
Yeah,
now.
rich,
And
beautiful.
y'all, we didn't know anything about DNA and like uh we didn't know much about anything when we first started breeding. We didn't know that we knew Mystique was rare, but we didn't know Mystique would be hard to breed again. So that's the thing when you're first starting, it's like you want to learn all that you can learn because you might give away or sell what could be a keeper.
Yeah.
Because I'm now looking at Mystique, I'm
No.
like, did we make the right decision? Should we have kept three?
Mm,
But everything happens for a reason. Okay, babe. So I want to jog your memory a little bit.
mhm,
Dream's first, she had one son, Rojo, if you remember correctly.
mhm,
She had five girls, well, five daughters, one son. We kept two daughters.
mm,
Dream's second litter, which was the local luxury litter with Star, right? She had four sons, one daughter.
mhm.
So first she had one son, next she
Uh,
had four
Stop it.
sons.
Ah,
This litter, what's your prediction?
I would say she will give us at least a 60-40, at least more male than female.
More males than females? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so first litter she gave us more females. Second litter she gave us more males. This litter you're saying more males again?
Yeah, more
Okay.
males than female. I'm predicting at least when I say more male, I'm looking like around four male, two female.
Okay. Y'all, Peyton is on the live. Peyton has been with us for a while, babe.
Yeah, Peyton has been there from
Dream's second litter?
I think Dream second later, yeah.
Yeah. And
And
Peyton, we are here again.
pretty much almost every night.
Yeah. Yeah, every night. Peyton, we're here again. But y'all, I am behind the scenes prepping DNA kits for the puppies. I just ordered more sample kits from Animal Genetics. It won't be here in time, and we know because we like to send off our DNA immediately. So I had to create these blank placards. But babe, I know we can run to the store, but we don't have more. Well,
Ow!
oh sorry.
No.
Okay, we don't have more of these. I need two more of these, babe.
Okay.
And I don't want to use any of the
Mm,
empty ones we have. I don't want to contaminate the sample.
okay.
But well, we have these. I probably can put it in these, right?
Or see if Amazon have that
Oh,
they
can you come today?
come today.
All
Yeah,
right.
and guys, these are for dew claws, okay? These are not for swabs, all right? These are dew claws. So as soon as the pup is born, you're gonna take out that dew claw, the one all the way here. You're gonna pull it up, gonna send that in. Okay. After you do dew claw, if you wanna retest again, it's up to you. Then you do the swab, all right? And before you able to do the puppy have to be how old before you could do a swab?
So it so it's kind of gray.
Mm,
Animal genetics just that they be 1 hour removed from mom,
from
but to get a strong sample, we wait 2 weeks until they're at least 2 weeks old. But animal genetics, they do say you can test earlier. But yeah, so this is a it's like a 3 by 4.5, 4 1/4. Let me see if I can get some from Amazon really quickly.
Yeah, so my wife prepping the Dukla, so because we getting ready the Dukla, we gotta go and check also and make sure they have vaccines and all of those stuff ready because with 4 liters we might need at least, depends on how much puppies, at least around 24 vaccine. We're not gonna get all the vaccine at once, but we just wanna check and make sure they have in stock. So we're able to vaccine our puppies and do all of those stuff. Also, the go home bags, we gonna do that maybe behind the scene because we know it's a lot of leaders will prep the go home bags early, but when it gets closer for go home time, we will show you guys the go home bags and show you what we put inside of go home bags because it's gonna be so busy. Our hands gonna be full, but we're gonna get it done.
Right.
Yeah, our mind already made. My mind is already made up. Also, like yeah, we're gonna get it done.
We're gonna get them. And that's why I love the pay deliver brand as well, is because y'all, his brand focuses on fatherhood and finance. So it's gonna be very interesting to see my husband now helping with 2 kids, 2 small kids, and how he handles the pressure. Because his plan is to sleep out here in the whelping area, and our plan is to transition Trust into his room. Trust has never, ever, ever slept in his room overnight before. We know he can do it, but kids get into stuff. So I was raised old school. My husband was raised old school. Let kids be kids. But y'all, now times have changed. Like times have changed. Kids are so explorative. They're so curious. They get into stuff. And now, as parents, we're a little more protective over Trust because we don't want him to get into um and anything that he can harm himself or hurt himself. So but Babe thinks it'll be a great time to start transitioning him to his room because he'll be out here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Trust is being potty trained now, so it'll kind of be fun to see that too. Trust and the Short Adventures, they have their own little brand, but Trust will be being potty trained as a 2.5-year-old. The baby is about to make 1 years old next month, so that'll be interesting to see us helping Trust being potty trained, the baby being weaned off of me. So a lot of exciting things are happening. But babe, how do you think it's gonna go?
It's gonna go good. With because we already have a plan, and that's the good thing. We're gonna stick to that plan. If anything need to change, it's gonna change. But I think that's a good plan because the fact that I'm gonna be sleeping right here close to the welcome box, his room is not too far. We're gonna leave his door open. I think now is a great time to get him um, used to his room. He's gonna be 3 days here, so to put on some night lights and set up a camera also. And I'll be up pretty much right through the night.
I need to order night lights.
Yes, I'll be up pretty much all through the night, so that's good. So okay, this got 20%. All right. Someone said Peyton said, hey, and just said Cuba is looking at my phone because he heard your voice. Oh, wow, nice. Yeah. So this is the second parents told us that with Blossom, we rehome her, but she always looks when we on live and
OMG,
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, don't make me cry. Y'all, we wanted to keep Cuba so bad.
Yeah, I saw a photo that you sent of Cuba looking great. Got a lot of
Yeah.
muscle structure.
Let me
That's
show you
nice.
Cuba.
When Cuba reach 1.5 year to 2 years, that's when you're gonna be amazed.
Yeah.
Especially that 2 year mark. They just like change completely pop.
Y'all, we
Yeah.
wanted to keep, let me show y'all. We wanted to keep Cuba Man so bad, y'all. This was little Cuba Man as a puppy. Let me
You
see.
have the recent photo.
It's in the business phone. It's
Oh,
taking me a
okay.
while to find it.
Okay,
Y'all,
that's
and then for their litter, we did a photo shoot with the boys.
yeah.
Look at Cuba. Cuba's like, why are you hugging me so tight, ma'am? Y'all, Cuba, listen, he was so gentle with our boys. Look, he was even
Fix
with
your
the
shirt.
baby.
Fix
Yeah,
your
we
shirt,
want to
baby.
keep Cuba
Come
Man
on.
bad. But we know he went to the right family.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wanted to keep him so bad.
Yeah.
Man, these dogs, y'all. I listen. I'm not even a crier. Mom's gonna tell you, baby. Listen, it takes a lot. It takes a lot for. I'm like broken by grace. That's what makes me cry. Like when I see the hand of God and I'm like, there's no way possible we could have done this by ourselves. Like stuff like that makes me cry. Or like being grateful, that makes me cry, or being like ultra 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 sad, of course, but Cuba, he was just special. He was big, nice head, nice rope,
Mm-hmm.
fluffy carrier,
Yeah.
amazing DNA, and now he'll be a stud.
Yeah.
Oh, how old is Cuba, babe? It's time to pull him, huh?
Is he 7 months old?
Let
Yeah.
me check the tracker.
He's 7 months and about 1 week.
Oh, let me see.
Yeah.
Blossoms World Travelers Litter Cute. Oh, he's seven. How did you know he was 7 months and 1 week?
I know.
No, it's spot on.
Yeah. I know.
Wow.
The brain ticking. Yeah.
It's
He's
time to
about
start pulling
seven
him.
months and 1 week. Yeah.
Yeah, Josh.
They could start now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could start get him used.
It's babe. So are you interested in doing a class?
Well, you see, the thing about that is all I can, but the only thing about that is, what was funny is all
They're
male
different.
Frenches are different. Sometimes you have to use a little different tactic. Sometimes some of them ball might be bigger, small.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
just depends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're different. But I sorry.
Bill by Grace says, will you use him in your program? I don't know if that question is for us, Bill by Grace, most likely,
I
but
I think that's for us.
we
Hey,
will have to see, because if
let me back.
we can't use him for his brother or sister. So we will have to go back and see exactly, um, what is. We'll have to go back and see the leader with who we have and make sure that there's no brother, sister, so we're not crossing. Yeah.
But babe, that kind of opens another conversation.
No, put on the shirt.
Okay. Wait, baby. That kind of opens. Okay. Okay. Well, go ahead, babe. Take it. Take it, my baby. Because trust is trusting.
You go ahead, because my mic is.
Oh, you wait. You put it in your shirt.
Mm.
Did it work, baby?
But okay.
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 So that opens another question, guys, because I know earlier we were debating on who do we keep a puppy off of? Do we keep a puppy off Dream? Do we keep a puppy off of Daydream? Nostalgia, Zuri? Like, who do we keep a puppy off of? But y'all, our productions will start producing this year. I wasn't even thinking about our productions that are in breeder homes. But the only thing with stud services is if you don't groom that teenage puppy into becoming a stud, that potential stud could show to be inconsistent. So that's the only thing. With Cuba Man, as good as he looks, as loaded as he is with DNA, you have to start grooming him now. My husband has been working with Alpha for a long time, y'all. Very long time. And Alpha Man just turned 1. January 25th, 2025. I will never ever forget that date or that date. But Blue had her first litter with us January 25th, 2025, and Blue and Charm gave us Alpha Man. And now Alpha's a working stud, right? But he's still a new stud. So we're not pushing him to the max, and my husband can tell y'all we're not pushing him to max. We're not trying to breed him all over America. We're not trying to ship him to Africa. He's an in-house stud for us because as a new stud, right? You don't want to take three, four, $5,000 from somebody, and then you get to the breeding, and then
Yeah.
yeah. But that's a good question. But
Hmm.
I wasn't even considering just working with one of our productions.
Hmm.
We know their DNA. We know they're
Yeah.
clean. We know the paperwork can't be altered.
Yeah, we just got to make sure that it's not brother to sister and all of that.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it won't be because it's daydream and nostalgia. It will only be for daydream or nostalgia.
Mm.
Because Cuba came from Blossom Berry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So he could work for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, oh. And Cuba Man loaded.
Hmm.
I love you some Cuba. Josh, you can send him back, bro. You can send him back. Okay. So,
What's up,
um,
baby?
y'all, it's gonna be a busy day. I love I love Built by Grace. I love his mind. I love how he thinks. Although he's in a different breed, Built by Grace, it's not too late for you
No,
to come over, bro.
he asks questions like he might switch over to Frenchies.
Yeah, it's not too late, bro. It's not too late for you to switch on over to the good side, the faith family and Frenchie side. It's not too late. Babe, let me ask you before I put this Amazon order through. I have the two night lights, big and bright. I have the Ziploc bags coming for today. What
Okay,
else?
so the night light, we don't want it too bright.
It's a soft light.
Nice,
It's a soft white.
nice.
Yeah.
Bill by Grace laughing. No, you could call us after the live. No, we could have a talk, man.
Yeah.
If you want to get into the Frenchie, switch over to the Frenchie game. Hey, let us know.
Come over to the good
Yeah,
side.
we could give you a good loaded foundational female to start with.
Yeah. It's the
Yeah.
good side over here. Faith family and Frenchie. We messing with Built by Grace. He's in the Doberman Pinscher breed, y'all. But he has been learning a lot about Frenchies here lately. And temperament and DNA, even content creation.
Yeah.
Yeah, content creation. We're mentoring Bill Grace right now, and we're really excited about his journey. I'm excited about all of our members, to be honest. Josh is not commenting from their business account, but Josh is a legacy legend as well, him and his family. I ordered baby saying too. Y'all, here I might check Dream again. Yeah, I'm not y'all. I'm so nervous right now. I can't even get myself together because I'm like, Lord, am I forgetting anything? I know we have to prep DNA. I know what else we have to do, baby. Oh, the fold. Oh, Jesus.
I'm
Babe, I have to get the folder ready. I have
Yeah.
to get the folder ready. I have to get a weight chart ready for them. Oh God, I have so much to do. Okay. Y'all, I'm turning y'all over to my husband. I'ma just work. Because I don't want to forget anything. But I have to get weight chart. I have to get their litter folder ready.
Okay, yeah, we can pretty much wrap it up. I'm gonna take care of the big dogs
Okay.
in a few minutes and eat some breakfast. And if we need to go back live later again, we can tap back in.
Okay.
give them an update. Depends on her temperature. We could pretty much wrap it up. Don't forget, guys, to turn on your notification. Let me use this. Come.
Okay, y'all. We'll tap back in. But remember, the same old story, the same good news. We love y'all. We're gonna see y'all soon.